Okay, we're gonna try it again. I went wrong in the wrong group, y'all. I went live in my page. I forgot to configure it. Told you I've been gone out of this thing. I haven't created or nothing for 2 weeks. So bear with me tonight. And we'll see what we can get done. Tonight we're gonna do. Missed y'all last week. So sorry I had to cancel. But I got up and took a COVID test. And COVID, woohoo, yay me. But good anyway. So I'll give everybody just a few minutes to come in. Some heavy stuff in my pockets. But hopefully everybody's doing okay. If I get out of breath, I apologize because, like I said, I've just been dealing with that all last week. So, so what we're gonna do tonight is I got all kinds of fun florals. These fun colors. Oh my goodness, I love these colors. For summer and stuff. I know we should be moving on to fall, but my gosh, summer hasn't even. Look at me, I've got a coat on for Pete's sakes, y'all. So, I live in Ohio. Summer's not here yet, so we're still gonna do a summer tonight. So we're gonna do. This is a. Let's see, what's this say? Because I took it apart. This is a, you know what? Are they serious? Oh, this must be attached from my moss wreath. I was going to say, they're calling that a moss wreath. What? I think originally this was a 14-inch grapevine. I think this is from the Hobby Lobby, okay? This is just, hey, Trace, hey, Susan, Dawn. My name there. So what I did is, guys, I tore it apart. Okay, I saved my little curly doohickeys like I like to do. Whoops, we're gonna add those back in later. Sorry, my bracelet got attached to them. So I found my good side. Okay, and I kind of broke it apart, and what I did was kind of pulled it apart, kind of down here like this. Okay, see how we did that? And now what we're going to do is we're just going to cut a little bit of bind wire, or bind wire, whatever you want to call this stuff. Okay, and we're going to tie this so we still have a little bit of tightness to tie or to stick our florals into there. Okay, so we're just going to cut a few of these. I like this bind wire. It's not going to show. Okay, I think I'll do one more piece here. The florals that I got. These are just some fun, pretty florals. It's got some oranges in there, all these different colors. Oh, they're beautiful. And guess what, guys? I got these at the Walmart. And these too. We're going to add some of these. Fun thing. I got these at the Walmart a few weeks ago. And then we're going to use some of these we got down at Lori's. I might use some of this ficus that I got at Lori's as well. This one I did get down there. The number on this one, this is one of my favorites, is item number F as in Frank, G as in George, 5755. I know she's used this like we used it at the retreat. Welcome everyone. I missed you like I said last week. 114. Oh yeah, it's definitely not here yet. All we've had is rain off and on this week. I mean, pouring down rain and and cold. Well, for me, it's cold. So let's get going here. Okay, let's get started on our background. Okay, and what did I tie my other piece of bind wire, guys? I started yakking and never did. I don't think I did. I went back to trying to tell you what I was doing here. So cut another piece. I don't know what I did with the other one. All right, so what I did was tie. We got a piece of bind wire here. Okay, we're going to add another one around here, bring it up towards the front. Okay, this just gives us a little bit more stability to glue our florals into. Okay, and this is the same color as our grapevine, so it's not going to show. Okay, so there we got that going on. Okay, so I think, what you goofus? I think what I want to do is make a bow first. Get that on there, and then we'll build around our bow. So these are my ribbon choices. Okay, all these. I don't know if I'm gonna use them all. I just pulled all these out because these will go rather nicely with all this stuff. So I haven't decided what I'm going to use yet. But let's get that going on. I feel like I'm getting out of breath here. But I am going to use this 2-inch. I'm not going to use any 4-inch tonight. Okay. And this one, this is a Reliant ribbon. Not sure where I got this. It's called Lattice Hemi Wired Edge. This one's a 2.5 inch. Okay. Number on that, if you want to look for it, is 93386W-001-40D. Okay. And this is a really nice thick ribbon. Look at that. Look at that. I love this ribbon. I've had it, and finally I get to use it. I just hadn't really had anything I decided I wanted to use it for. And it's like embroidered. It's just really pretty. It's got a really thick wire on there. So, okay, so what I think I want to do is just do kind of like a simple bow. So we're just going to do about a 12-inch tail. Okay, I'm going to bring that down there. Okay. Then I think we're going to do about a 5.5 inch loop here, okay? So, sorry if I miss anybody's comments. Hey, Lucretia, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I've been okay. Hey, Ann, Miss Johnny, Betty Jane. Sorry if I missed anyone. Yeah, I've been pretty good. The first day back to work was a little rough. Monday, we had the fan on all day, and it was a little bit warm, and I think that really stirred up the air and the pollen, and it really kind of got to me. I came home, I think I was in bed by 7:45, and I was out. So anyway, we're going to start with that one. Okay. Then I think I want to come in with either just one of these colors. And I'm thinking, since we got a lot of orange in there, I want to break it up with this green, I think. Okay. This is a really nice. Ooh, and it's got the pink background. Oh my goodness, I can save this one for the Halloween. And see how it matches this. This is a nice Dupioni ribbon. It's really thick. I love it because it's got that pink back. And again, we're just going to pull this out. Okay, I think we're going to go about the same size loop. I'm just going to tuck that one down. Okay. Bring this one back up here. Should have made a different kind of bow tonight. Boy, did I not trim that very nicely. This wire is really thick on this ribbon. Actually, I think this is a B. Stevens ribbon there. I should have used my regular canvas. And then I think I want to come in with this, because this is going to tie in all these colors. But I don't know if this is going to clash. I don't know if this is going to clash too much. And, well, hello there. And we should just go with the solid orange or not. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's make this just summery. I'm really thinking, let me try this orange in here just before the thought of it. Well, let's just see which one do you guys like better? I don't know. We might just throw a little bit on top with that one. I'm kind of liking the splash of color, because that's what I want. That's my idea going on in this craziness right here. Okay, I want it looking super summery. Okay. One down breath. Okay, let's trim that. And there's our simple bow. And then we can either add a flower on the top, or we can go back in with this orange and do, we could do a little one little looper thing. Just twist that. Let's try that. What do you think of that? Do you guys like that? Hi Joanne, how are you? Welcome everyone. Sorry if I'm just saying hi to anybody. You know what? I kind of like that. If I don't like it, I can cut it out afterwards. I kind of like that. Just adds that little green. It just adds all those colors together. Okay, so there's those. We move those out of the way. Whew. All right. Let's get our zip tie here. I'm sorry if I'm moving a little slower tonight, y'all. I've been wore out this week from going back to work, I'm telling you. That's being off 5 days. Sick, so I really wasn't too bad, like I said. Till like Monday, and then that day was a hard one. Alright, so on this one, what I'm gonna do to attach it to our grapevine is I think I'm going to use, I don't think I want to use that. I think I'm going to use, actually guys, you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use a zip tie, because you're not going to see it. Okay, so we're just going to stick this in there, just make sure you get it up in there the right way. Alright, just get that in there. Kind of get that and pull it tight like a twig. Okay, and now we're just gonna pull these up out of our way, or just fluff it from the back. Okay, just twist, break that bow a little bit here. Okay, and we'll adjust this once we get it on where we want these. Like I said, I did one loop on each side. Okay, one loop each side. Okay, and then this is kind of our bow that we're going to put on here. Nothing super huge. Okay, twist that one. And this one we're going to have cut out like that. Okay, so let's get this on there. Let's trim this off. Does anybody got any questions or anything so far? Hey Al, how are you? Hey Frankie. How are you doing? Hey Nance. This thing's hanging on my neck. Here. Okay, so these do make a mess. If you just joined, this is a 14-inch grapevine that we did tear apart. Okay, tore it apart, tore all the stuff off around it. This is one of my favorite things to do. And I, sorry, I'm not huffing and puffing on you guys. I'm huffing and puffing because I can't breathe. That well. And we took some bound wire and tied this side a little bit tighter so we have stuff to stick our florals into. And we're just going to add our bow right now. Okay, and then we're going to start building around this bow. Okay, I'm just going to go right through. I'm not going to go all the way around. I'm going to go right through most, maybe, if I can get it through there. Yeah. Look over on here. I'm going to go through most of our grapevine over here, okay? Not all of it, but most of it. Okay, that'll give us some nice, nice support going on there. Okay, let's see, that's where I want it. Actually, I think I want it a little bit lower. So we're going to move it down. I think that's a good spot. Actually, I didn't go through enough. Like I said I was going to do, y'all. There we go. Okay, see how I didn't go through all of it, but most of it. Okay. And then we'll just zip tie this on here. Okay. Pull that nice and tight. And then this is where we're going to kind of adjust our bow and our tails. Okay, this is our center. These I'm going to pull kind of the opposite ways. Okay, this one I'm going to want hanging down. This one I'm going to want kind of in the center over here. I'm not going to trim it yet. This one I want the opposite side of the other one, and this one I want to come down here. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, and then we can trim and adjust our tails once we're done. Okay, so it's just a simple 1-1-1 bow. Okay, these will trim off when we're done. Now let's get to the fun part and get our greenery in. Like I said, this is going to be fairly simple. Okay, we're going to keep this fairly simple. Alright, so like I said, we're going to use this one. So what I want to do is cut some florals off real quick first here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, again, this came from the Walmart. Okay, so we're just cutting off like flowers, which means we're just kind of putting them in a pile the same. And I like this one because it has these oranges on it. It's got these pinks on here, which I really like. It's got these little doodads. Okay, so we're just kind of sporadically cutting off our matches, and then we'll start adding those in. Okay, it only comes with 2 of the oranges. I wish it came with more, but it does not. So we're gonna make do with what we got. Goes there. Well, this is an oddball. This only comes with 1 of these. That's all right. Okay. There's my piece of bind wire I was looking for. All right, out from under my feet, y'all. All right, so that one will stick over there. I'm gonna take my coat off now. But I'm warming up. I was freezing. I come home and I have to go outside to stay warm because it turns that air on. Well, I'm not an air conditioning person, guys. I hate it. I hate it. I will freeze to death, I'm just saying. And these, I don't know if I'm going to cut all these off. I'm going to cut all these yellows. Okay. I don't even know if I'm going to use them, but I'm going to cut them off because we've got the yellow marigolds that we might use in place of those. Okay, so there's an orange. So what we've done is just basically cut off our lights as far as florals. I'm going to cut that off. I'm just going to cut this whole thing up. I can use it for other stuff. Okay. Okay, so that goes there, there, and here. Okay, so we've got, let's see, we've got 1, 2, oh yeah, that goes there. So this one has a little curly doodad on it. Why did my other one have a curly doodad on it? That's not fair. Well, I don't like that. Huh. Oh, probably because, well, guess what? We're going to take that curly doodad off of that. So we only have 1. We don't want that getting in the way. Oh, shoot. There's the one with the curly doodad on it. Oh, my goodness. There it is. All right, so we'll put that back on. It was right in front of my face, y'all. Sorry about that. Okay. So these 2 have the little curly, what are you eating? Doodads. The other 3 do not. 4, I'm sorry. So we've got 6. So we're probably going to take 1 out of the equation so we can kind of use an odd number. Okay, so we got our florals all cut. Let's start with our greenery. Okay, I do like this because it has all kinds of different things on each branch. Okay, it's just wild and crazy. Okay, so you really get more bang for your buck. You know, and that's Lori, you know, she's always telling, and she tries to buy the stuff to keep in her shop as well. That gives you more bang for your buck. Okay, so look at all that. Look at all that. It's all different. So that's what's fun about this stuff. Okay, so let's just cut some to start. Hey, my back's killing me, guys. Sorry about that. And then I think I will add in one of our ficus. Okay, so this comes in like three branches. Okay, so what we're going to do is use, we're probably going to start out with 1. this one and this one is going to be about the same size. Lori does have these in her shop. She's got a ton of these. Okay. If you want the number, it's a ficus spray, item number CS21009. Okay. So let's start out with one of those. And we're going to take our long, actually, you know what? I'm going to cut this one in half. Let's cut this one in half. Okay, so we've got this one. We're going to use at top. We got this one. We're going to use it down at the bottom. And we're going to put this one in off to the sides. Okay, so hopefully you can see. Sorry, guys, I didn't get that cleaned off in time. I was going to try to do it on there for you. But I do have to get that glue kind of turned down a little bit. Okay, so this one we're just going to come up like this. Okay, and where's our, what do I do with, oh, they're over here, sorry about that. And this is our bottom one, okay, and we're going to come up underneath on the bottom down here. Okay, very simple. If you have more of these, you can add more of these if you like. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to add that one down in the bottom. Don't worry about messing your bow up. It's going to get messed up. So see, we're just starting to build just a light base. Okay, so now we're going to add our, actually I think I need to trim that one down just a tad. Okay, but this is why we bound wired where I tore that apart. Okay, so we have something to still stick into. If we left it open like this, you're not going to have anything to stick your florals. Nothing's, you know, you're not going to have anything for them to grab to. Okay, so we'll stick this last one in here. Okay. Okay, I think I kind of like that. So I think I want to cut off one more of these. I'm going to cut off one of these big branches. Use one more of these on the inside. Okay, so we're going to break that one up, and we're going to use this one. Okay, so we're going to stick this kind of down on the inside. Okay, bracelet. Then we're going to stick this one up top, kind of on the inside as well. Okay. There we go. So see, we've got this going on just so far. Okay, just basic, simple, you know. I know they really are. Hey, Michelle. Oh, Susan, this lattice ribbon I love that lattice ribbon. I'll use that one very sparingly. All right, so now let's go in with our this one that we got from Lori. And it's a push-up. Okay, so I'm not pushing. Whoops, I just lost one. I'm not pushing it up all the way. I'm just pushing it up, kind of. See? I don't know if you can kind of see how I've done that. Push that up. Okay. Now we're going to take these and do the same thing and just sporadically place these in here just to give it another fun dimension. Okay, we'll probably add some more of these towards the end. I just want a few of these in the background here. Okay. Whoops. That one, I think, just totally, well, that one just broke off, so you might have to not use that little piece. Okay, so we're just going in and just sporadically adding this greenery. Okay, so we've got a few more of these. I've got a whole bush. I don't know if I'm going to use it all. I probably will. But right now, I think I'm only using maybe 6 pieces. Okay, just kind of using 6 pieces right now. So I have to cut one more. What do I do with that? So, thanks for bearing with me tonight, you guys. My slowness. It's like, I haven't been down here. I didn't even come down here while I was sick, you guys. Can you believe that? I sure didn't. I don't think that's. Oh, it is on. That is on. I'm going to move that a little bit. But I didn't. I did not even come down here. So I came down tonight and I said, oh, Lord Jesus, please be clean. Please be clean. Okay, let's start getting this in here. Okay, so we're going to go down around this bottom, just like we did the top. Okay, placing these in here. Okay. Oops, move that one over there a little bit more. Push that one up just a little bit. Turn that off. Get this one over in here. Okay, so see where we're at just so far with just our greenery and stuff. Okay, we probably will add, I think it needs, oh, I forgot to cut the zip tie off. There it goes. We probably will add, it needs a little more ficus just around this outside here. So we're going to add that piece right there. I'm not liking the way that's kind of bald there. There we go. That's better. Okay. That's better. All right. Let's put that in there. Now let's add our fun florals. And then this will be, we'll add our little doodads around town, around the outside. And we'll be done, guys. Okay. So I think what I want to do is we're going to start with our focal point. And for me, what my focal point is going to be, actually I'm going to save the oranges for last. My two focal florals are going to be the ones with these doodads. Okay. I want these to be my focal florals. Okay. So we're going to pull that up. Not all the way. Okay, this one we're going to kind of center right up through the top. Okay, so just going to stick that down into your grapevine. Okay, and just kind of make that so it kind of pops up. Okay, so now we're going to start doing the same. We're going to do the same thing to the bottom. Woo, hello. This one's got a little bit different leaf on it. Kind of weird. That's all right. Whoops, come back here. Come back here again. We're just trimming a little bit off. I'm leaving about yay much. Okay, because I want that to kind of bend up as well down here on this bottom. Okay. I'm just working it down into our grapevine. Okay. So we got those. Pull that doodad so it's kind of coming to the outside on that one. Now let's start adding some different colored flowers. We got two of those. Okay. Tails. I'm gonna come down here. I'm trying to get them out of the way so I can figure out the design I want, guys. I am going to add one more to the top before we continue on. That way we'll kind of keep our 3 pattern going here. You don't have to, you know, guys. There's no rules. Okay, there's no rules. And I've decided I'm going to break it right now. Okay, we're going to add 3 to the top, maybe 1 to the bottom. And we've got 4. I just broke that rule because I wanted to. Okay. All right, so see how we got that going on there? Isn't that cute? Isn't that pretty? I love these roses. They're like a coral, like a blush. That one's gonna have to get little bit more something going on there, that one. Okay. That one's kind of flopping. I'm going to leave that sit for just a second. But see how we just have this one coming down here? I might add this. Y'all know me, I'm a design on the fly person. So we're adding this. Just because I can. I'm going to take that. I'm just going to cut that one off. Okay, so on this one, I think I'm going to add this one kind of over in here. Okay. I'm going to add that one kind of over. Pull that out just a little bit. Kind of over in there. Okay. Don't mind my bow, because we're going to have to fix it. Okay. So I'll add some more color. Let's add some of this. I think, I don't know if I want to use that, guys. I'm thinking I want to use these. I'm really thinking, that sucks that those things are just down at the bottom, but that's okay, because we're not. So I'm going to cut a few of these off. So this won't have any leaves, so I'm going to cut these long, and then just see. Okay. If you're never sure, cut long, you can add back. Okay. I think we'll try and cut just a little bit more off. I don't know, we may have to pick these, but we're going to try without picking. Okay, I think I like that. Okay. And again, we're just going to sporadically add these throughout here. Okay. Ah, it's blue. Okay. Go add another one back in here. Okay. Alright guys, I'm back to killing me. I'm moving slow, I know. I apologize. I do apologize. Yeah. Okay. Put that one there. We might need one more off that other stem. Or we just might use two down here. And I'm just pulling these and separating these, guys. And just sticking these in there, just kind of sporadically. Okay. So we've got our yellow kind of added in there. See how whimsy and whimsical it's kind of flowing there? So now we're going to put some pink in there. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to use those. But I do want this pink to add another little pop of that color. So what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got these oddballs that came off there that we might use as well. Okay, actually we are. Okay, why not? There's only 2 of these. So we might as well use them up. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to go up top. Actually, this one's going in the bottom since I cut that a little bit short. Okay. We'll just stick that in there. Okay. Actually, I don't know if I like where I placed that. We might take that back out real quick. I think I want that one there. So we're going to take that one back out before that dries. And we're going to place that down here at the bottom. Okay? Kind of want that to be about the same spot. You kind of want that about the same spot. Okay? Sticking to that. Okay? So there we are. Now let's add some of this pink, this fun pink stuff to here. And then we're going to go back and add just a little bit more greenery. that fun whimsical stuff. Okay. I'm not trimming these down too short. Okay, I'm not trimming them down super short. Okay, because I want those to pop up. I want those to kind of pop up like that a little bit too. Okay. This one, I'll pull some of these leaves off. That one. Actually, I'm going to pull both those leaves off. And I think we're going to do 3 on top. And we're going to do the 1 on the bottom since we only have the 4. And that'll keep us a pattern going. Okay. Make sure you get it into, the grapevine there. Not miss. Ah, I'm getting caught up on stuff there. Okay, so here's that. And then we'll do this last one, and we'll stick that 1 on the bottom. Put a few more little greeneries in here, and then we'll be done, you guys. Okay. Actually, I'm moving that one. Not liking where I placed that one. Okay. I want this one to go up higher. Up in there. Okay. Alright, so see how whimsical that looks. Now, we can add more, you can add more of these yellows and whatnot. Which I think I am going to add. I don't know if oh, we forgot to add our oranges. That's what I'm missing. I am going to add 1 more of these yellows to the top. I know I probably shouldn't, but it's an odd number. But guess what? I'm doing it. Okay, so see how that looks so far? Alright, let's get this 1 on the bottom. We'll add our oranges in here, our other little bits of greenery. I think this one will be pretty much done. Okay. I think this one will be about done. And this one, I'm just going right in. Shoot, I got that. Like this leaf there, dang it. Okay. Alright. And you have to go over with your hair dryer. We'll pull that one there. Gosh, this wire on this is so thick. We're gonna have to probably cut that straight across and bend that because it's a really thick one there. Okay. Okay. Straighten this bow out just a little bit, and then we'll add some greenery in here and trim a little bit of this bow down. Maybe we'll kind of curl that up. Not sure what I want to do with that yet. Okay, we're just kind of taking these and going the opposite direction of each other over here. Okay. Get this bow going up here. Trim this down just a little bit. Trim that one down a little bit. That one down a little bit. This one a little bit more. And that one's going the wrong way. Oops, so was that one. There we go. Tell I haven't done this in a week, right guys? I'm confusing myself. Oh, I'm confusing myself. Oh, man, that's thick. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I think we're good on that. Let's add a few little bit more greeneries in here. Oh, we gotta add our oranges real quick. Sorry guys. these little doodads too, we might throw in there. Okay. So here's our little oranges. Like I said, these are from Walmart. They're so cute. Okay. I just got to figure out where I want them. I only got 4. So I've got to kind of place these kind of smart so that they stick out. So I'm going to leave that a little bit long. Pick and choose kind of where I get that in there. Okay. And I think on this, I'll do the 3 on the top and the 1 on the bottom again. Okay. Okay, look how that splash of orange really makes that pop. Okay. And we'll get this one up in here, I think. Well, it's fun because it has these little doodads. So that makes it even funner. Makes it even funner. Look at that. Oh my goodness, isn't that cute? Okay, so now let's add this down at the bottom. What are you chewing on now? Get, whoa. Oh. Sorry, y'all. She's getting in my stuff. She's getting in my stuff. I'm not paying attention. She's a sweetheart. She's a pup, y'all. So she gets in everything. All right, guys. See, look how cute this is. Oh my goodness, isn't this cute? Oh, thanks, Michelle. Those spiked balls. Sorry if I'm missing any comments. I know, I love those too. Oh, and thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everybody. Sorry if I'm missing comments. I'm kind of... How do you know how far to put around to put the flowers? Michelle, it's kind of, to me, it's my personal choice. You can go more around if you like. I kind of like it. I kind of like to keep it a little, you know, down here a little less, up here a little bit more. Okay, with a little bit more simpler bow. And then that way you're seeing your part that you broke apart, because that's what adds a whole lot of style, is because you're breaking that apart. Now it looks more like a basket than it does. You guys get out from, sorry about that, y'all. They're under my feet. But then you get kind of that more of a basket feel from your grapevine, as opposed to the tightly woven, what am I trying to say? Grapevine look. Okay, you know what? I think I'm only going to use maybe, let's try this, guys. Trim those down a little bit. I think I'm going to add these right in there in the front as a little filler right there. I think that looks good. I think that looks good. If you got it, use it, right? And again, I think we have 4 of these, so we're going to do 3 on top. And probably just, I think this one I'm going to go out here to the side a little bit. Okay. And then we'll do that one on the bottom again. Okay. We're kind of still staying in the, for the most part, we've stayed within the odd rule. Me, I'm not one that likes to pay attention to that. I'm not one to follow rules anyway. I don't like rules. Okay. So just kind of leave that and hold that up. I think I kind of like that. Then we've got this one left. We'll throw that down in the bottom, down underneath that bow a little bit. Okay. Kind of right down in. We'll kind of pull and bend that forward just a little bit. Okay. So the bow will take a little bit of work. A little bit of trim. just kind of curl those. And spread these out and trim these down a little bit more, I think. So it doesn't hide our flowers quite as much. And then we can add just a few little things to our bow. And then we're done, guys. I think I'm just going to add a few more of these little greeneries. And we can add some of this to our bow. And add some of this down in there. I think that'll add a little bit down around that side. We'll add a couple of these around the outside too. I think kind of needs, whoops, just a little bit. It's too long. Just a little bit around this outside. Okay, just a little bit of filler. I'm going to take this bow off and just kind of add something underneath it to bring it out. I'm not sure I'm crazy about. And we're going to just tear one of these apart and add it to our bow. Okay, we can take these little pieces off here. Okay, and add this down into our bow. Okay. We're just tearing these little pieces off. Each piece doesn't have to be the same. Okay. We're just kind of using extra little pieces here. Okay. Just to make it look like the greenery's kind of growing right out of our bow here. Okay. Another little green piece here. We'll just add that one in there as well. Okay, and then I'll just trim this bow down a little bit and we should be good to go. Okay, trim these tails down. Keep trimming them down. Don't I? Keep giving it a haircut. All right, guys. I think I'm kind of happy with it. Just make sure things are kind of pulled forward and get all your little doodads, you know, kind of where you want them. Just kind of go back through and bend these. That one might be sinking a little bit low. I think it's okay. I do think I want one more of these little yellow things over here, and then I'll be happy. It's missing something right there. Missing something right in here to me. There we go. Now it looks okay. Okay, guys. Oh, I forgot to add the little curly cues, guys. All right, here's my little curly cues, okay? I always tell you, hey. I add my curly cues and stuff back in there. This is what we unwrapped from our wreath, okay? I had two. Maybe this is from two. No, I think it had two. Oh, shoot, I thought about using these too. Well, guys, if I add those in, don't be surprised. Okay, so when you break your thing apart, look, this is not going to break. Okay, thank you, Susan. You could stretch this to kind of pull it and kind of shape it however you want it, whatever kind of shape you want to add in there, okay? And you can use these. Oh, here's my tag. It was a 14-inch. Okay, so I was right. It was a 14-inch grapevine. Now this one, this small, what are you doing now? It's probably, no, that one didn't break either. Okay, so let's add some of these fun stuff in here. Okay, so what I do, clean some of this stuff out of the way. I'm going to take my, get that on thing out of the way. Guys, behave, please. I'm going to look for a spot that I want to add in. It's hard to see. To my grapevine. So I think I want to cut right about here. Okay, see, I've got this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this stick, this little doodad curly do, and we're just going to place it. Might have to turn it. You get to cut it in there the way you want it. Okay. Okay. So see how that's just coming out right about there. Okay. I'll cut this one in half again. Okay. And then I'm going to take this one, pull that, try to stretch that a little bit more. And then I'm going to take this one. Let's get a lot of glue on there. Make sure you get a lot of glue. Okay. I'm going to find another spot to kind of go in here. I'll turn it, make sure I get it in there. Turn it the way I want it to go. I want them to kind of be facing the same way. Okay, so see how we got these going on right here? Okay. I think that's, yeah, that's in there. And this one, we could probably, there's not a whole lot left of that one. But we could place that kind of in there if we wanted to. I think we'll leave that one alone. And then we'll place a couple of these bigger ones in here. Okay. So I'm just gonna, whoops, cut that right about here. Can. There we go. Okay. And then we should have two of these bigger ones. Okay. Make sure you get, I need to fill my glue up again. Whoops. This one I'm going to go under and around. I have to find a big spot to stick this one into, guys. Okay. So, maybe I cut that too long. I can't see where I'm sticking it. There we go. There we go. So see how that, we've got all those coming around the outside here. Those little curly doodads. And then we've got one more. I'm going to come up around, actually, those look pretty good there. I think I'm going to have one just come out down around the bottom. Okay. So we're going to come up, try to judge where we want this one. I'll pick this up so I can see here. And I think we're going to go, ow, crap. We're going to go in, get in there. Okay. And then you're just going to twirl it till you kind of get it where you want it. If you have to cut it down and add, actually that one I am going to cut down. That one's too long. Okay, I just want it hanging out. I don't want it super crazy. Okay, I just want it kind of hanging out that bottom there. Okay, so yeah, I think that's kind of where we're at tonight, guys. We got our little curly doodads. This one I'm going to have to probably cut down and bind wire. I think I cut the stem a little bit too long on that one as well. But that's okay, that can be done. Okay, so anyway, I hope you like this project. Just kind of adjusting some of my stuff here. If you have any questions or anybody got any questions, I hope you guys like this. Let's see how it's looks like a basket instead of just a normal everyday grapevine and stuff like that. So Isn't that cool? I love it. I love it. But anybody got any questions? Hey, Miss Johnny, if I miss saying, oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing a little bit better too. Yeah. I was ready to get back to work. Thanks, Trace. Thanks, Susan. Thanks, Michelle. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me tonight, even though I feel like I'm out of practice or something tonight. That's all right. We get right back into it, right? It's like riding horses. Or bike. Okay, guys. Hopefully I got some fun stuff for you next week. If you have any ideas, shoot them my way. Throw them out in the group there. We're always open and welcome to suggestions, as always. So, excuse me. I'm going to get off here and go get a drink of water. It's time anyway, but thank you all so much. I appreciate it so much, as always. And like I always say, laugh and live with a half full cup, guys. When it's all black clouds, find the sun. And above all else, guys, kindness is free. Spread it like butter. You know, it's super free. Okay, guys? So I hope you like this. I will see you guys next time. I will see you guys out and about on the lives. All right, guys. Bye. Thanks.